Alrighty, guys, welcome to a new episode of your favorite podcast, guys. And in today's episode, I want to talk about mentorship. Should you need a mentor? Should you have a mentor? What does a mentor do for you? And what are the benefits, right? I before going into anything, I want you guys to understand. So there is a difference between two things. There is a mentor and there is a tutor. Okay, and these are very, very different concepts that people do not understand. Like for you, for example, you're probably looking for a mentor, right? There are mentors and there are tutors, right? And you might have needs that one can feel and not the other one. And for the mentor, the tutor, they need to know when they get someone that you basically interact with, what this person is looking for, because it's very, very different. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example. So right now I have so there's someone who I was very kind of like surprised, and I'll say disappointed, but again, the disappointment is more in me not realizing what the person was looking for in the first place. So I cannot be mad at the person. I will be more mad at myself for not identifying that before. But let me explain the difference between a tutor and a mentor. Okay, so a tutor is, I'll say, if I had to summarize this, is someone who will come and he will do this thing with you. And he or she, obviously, and they might even do a lot of things for you, okay? So tutor is someone who's very like hands-on and, oh, let me take you under my wing and we do this together and all that kind of stuff. Oh, you press this button there. And if you have any question, then don't even think, just ask me and stuff like that. You know, that's tutoring, all right? So it's, I guess, it's some people need like tutoring, and it's there for a reason. Some people need this and they will flourish if they have a tutor. Okay. So the tutor is very, like emotionally attached. Not that the mentor is detached. We're going to see what the mentor does, but it's more like the hens with the chicks under the wings and stuff, so it's more like that kind of stuff, Where is a mentor? So what does a mentor do? A mentor, for me, basically shows you the way, shows you the direction. Okay, it's there, go there, okay? And don't go there, right? Because for XYZ reason, don't go there. It's best not to go. Or if you go, please know this, okay? But this is where you want to go. But watch out on the way. You might encounter some obstacles, and so be prepared. That's what a mentor does. A mentor is basically someone who's, let's say, if you want a good mentor, is someone who has done what it is that you are trying to do, and they've done it like ideally repeatedly. So they do have a system for doing it. If they've done it once, it's better than nothing. It's better than someone who's never done it, right? But a good mentor is someone who's done it many, many times, and they have a system that allows them to basically just redo it, and someone they've just been in the trenches. They've been longer than you in the kind of like in the business. And you know what? I'm actually lying here. I'm giving you the definition of like the mentor that we see on the sales pages and stuff. I have mentors. They weren't entrepreneurs. They were, people working in the same company as I was working in, and they had just been there longer than me, and they knew the ropes and they knew stuff. So that can be a mentor, okay? But basically, the mentor is here, if you ask me, to give you a direction and get you to think. The mentor is going to ask questions, okay? A tutor is going to answer questions. I'll say, oh, that's very good. Well, well, that's how I explain it. Then obviously you can go and check a definition, right? But yeah, if I had to summarize it, a mentor will ask you those questions. Okay, what would you do now? And now you have to think, you have to use your brain, and you have to find a clever way of doing it by yourself, because it's a lot more powerful. A tutor will be like, okay, what is your question? Let me answer that question, which obviously the mentor is going to do as well. If like in terms of mentorship, what I want because I do mentor people, is I want people to do their part. Okay. So I don't want someone who's going to ask me just, oh, the button is red, what do I do? Well, try to figure out what to do. Why is it red? You know, how to fix it. Now, if you've tried everything and then you don't know, now you ask me and you show me what you've done, so that you are training your brain. My goal is to make sure that you are training your brain to become better than what I am. If I give you all the answers and stuff, then it doesn't really help. You know what I mean? And so that is for what the difference that I see in the like tutors and mentors, you know, and I think it's a good way of saying that the mentor is going to ask questions where the tutor might actually answer questions, you know, by, you know, the first order of business, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, I was telling you this because there's this person that I misjudged the person, and I assumed that they were looking for a mentor, where in actual fact they were looking for a tutor, right? Someone who will be behind them, and it's like, oh, come to my house and we will do this together and stuff. I'm like, well, no, you know, my thing is, I show you the way. You have to put in the work. You have to come up with processes. I can show you examples of processes, right? So that you know, oh, this is how I build a process. You need to go and build it yourself. And I need to see that you're taking the initiative. And then at some point, I might step in saying, okay, yeah, I've already done something like this. What if you looked into this angle and stuff? You know what I mean? And so this person hasn't done anything of, you know, so basically I show this person stuff. They don't do it. Right. And then they complain, yeah, but I didn't get any results and I didn't blah, blah, blah. And now they start complaining and start blaming, oh, well, I don't think your stuff works and stuff like this, you know? And, you know, in the beginning, I was a little bit annoyed. I was like, what do you mean my stuff doesn't work? It works for me. It works for other people who do the damn job. But then at the end of the day, you know what? You have to look in the mirror and you have to figure out that I did not recognize this before. You know, before getting involved with this person, I should have picked it up. Because one thing is, and I'll tell you, when you choose your clients, you know, sometimes you're in a position where you have to take whatever is there. And in that position, very often, you know, there are other things where, let's say, something really bad happened, but in most cases, you are the reason why you are in that situation. You put yourself in a situation where you have to take what's coming. You don't get to choose your clients, right? But when you've done all the work and stuff, you get in a position where you can choose your clients. And I did not choose that client, quote unquote. Well, it's my fault. It's not that person's. They were looking for something that I don't want to do. I do not want to be a tutor. I don't. Okay. I like to be a mentor. I like to get people to think, because I just received this message. Well, just received it. Someone, a friend of mine, I'll say we've done like business and stuff together. He sent me the message like a year ago. That's how bad I am. I removed all the notifications on my Facebook Messenger, so I never go there, right? He sent me this message a year ago. And a year ago, he told me, dude, your videos have helped me in ways that you cannot even imagine, because it opened my eyes to stuff that I didn't know how was happening. And then I went in and I actually did the work. And then now I built this stuff. I didn't know I was capable of doing that, but I built it. All right. So basically, he saw one of my videos. I need to ask him what video it was, but about email marketing and about servers, like dedicated servers and stuff. And he told me, look, before I thought I had to go and pay a get response or something, and be limited to this. But that video showed me that, hey, I can actually go out and have my own server, and then I can do whatever the hell I want, right? Quote unquote. And then he went out and he learned SMTP, and he was able to build his server. And then he realized that, oh yeah, indeed, then afterwards I need to do the warm-up for the server and stuff like that. And then at that point, I can come in and say, wow, which I did. So I answered today after a year. And I said, look, this is amazing what you did. I'm so happy, first of all, that my video, that was the purpose of these videos that I do. This is the purpose, right? But now, yes, with the warm-up, you need to do this, blah, blah, blah. And guess what? There's a difference between B2B and B2C. Why don't you look there and stuff? You know what I mean? And so that's what I want. These are the people that I want. And so if you're watching this video, this is what I want from you, right? Back in the days, I was making videos where I show you, okay, click here, click there, blah, 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 etc., which I do in my courses as well, so that you can get, so for example, I have a mastermind. In the mastermind, I teach people how to think, okay? But I also give them the tools that I've built so that they don't have to do much, and you click here, you click there, blah, 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 so that they can get started. They can have something running in the matter of days. Once this is running in the background and it's doing all the manual tasks that you had to do, then now you have time to think and process the information that I'm giving you. So these videos that I'm doing here, I'm doing more extensive videos in the mastermind. We basically, dissect business and stuff, and so, yeah, it's these are the people that I want to interact with, right? And it's my fault for not recognizing that this person is not that, So now they were complaining, oh, I didn't get my investment. I thought I was going to make X and I didn't do it. And I'm like, dude, what did you do? You didn't do anything. The person's always partying, always going left and right, always, there's always something with some woman or something. The person's not focused. They haven't done anything. There's one other person, for example, in the mastermind. I gave them a tool last Sunday, a scraper that I built. The next day, this guy told me I already found a client, because I basically built this tool for the mastermind people so that they can have a business, which is done for them. They only need to find a client. That's it. They can automate the whole thing. The next day, he had a client, and then he had another potential client, which we actually, I give all the data and stuff. And it turns out that this person wanted something else, right? But, that person there is exactly who I need. What a mentor does is, okay, what is it that you're trying to do? Explain to me, map things out. What is your understanding of this stuff? Where you're trying to go, how you want to go about doing this. And now we can go through this stuff together. And then by looking at it, I can ask questions. Okay, but what about this? So what if did you consider another way of doing this? And now we go somewhere. And they build something that is tailored to them and that works for them, okay? That is what a mentor will do. And a tutor is, again, it's very different. A tutor will just answer questions. It's not true. I'm oversimplifying it, okay? But yeah, so should you get a mentor? Get a mentor. Get a mentor, guys. And, there's no just one mentor in one specific area, right? So you can have a mentor for your health, a mentor for being kind and understanding people, a mentor for for your business and stuff. And again, it doesn't have to be someone famous. I have people, they're my mentors. They help me so much. They help me become the person I am. And they're not famous. They're not entrepreneurs, not things like this. But yeah, you need a mentor, someone who's going to make you think and ask you those questions that will basically make you smarter and make you, one step closer to this goal. Okay. And sometimes, a tutor, you can get tutors for math and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. Anyway, that's pretty much it for me. I'll see you in the next episode.